Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. This is the full moon reading in July. It's a moon in Aquarius. It lands on July 23rd or 24th, depending on where you're living. Now, I want to remind everyone that any of the readings that I do for this full moon, they are general readings still. For some of you, it is going to completely resonate for you. For others, it won't. So if it doesn't completely resonate for you, take what does resonate. That's yours. Leave the rest behind. I want to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out, as it truly does help my channel, as well as the zodiacs that need to get the messages around this full moon. So to start off with, this full moon in Aquarius, the key energies of this moon are going to be around karma, maturing, lessons, and commitment. This is going to be a bit of a mixed bag of a full moon because it's kind of stuck between eruptive Pluto and hard-bitten Saturn. In ancient astrology, this wouldn't have been regarded as a very good thing. However, in modern astrology, this is seen as a chance to have a clear out, a life clear out, okay? And then you can put some new structures in place. The nearest alignment after the full moon is going to be between the planet Mercury and planet Neptune. In other words, if you're on a spiritual path, you've got a beautiful chance to really go higher with your spiritual practice at the time of the full moon and in the coming month, okay? So meditation, chanting, yoga, and journaling, these are all going to work in your favor. This full moon is also going to be good for those of you that need to do some letting go as well as forgiving. It's in Aquarius, so at some level you can detach yourself from the past and move on. And very often, as with most things, it's all about your intention. So when you do your full moon work, try to feel as detached as you can from whomever it is that you're wanting to forgive at this point in time. It's going to make things a lot easier for you. Now, there's also a Mercury-Pluto alignment building that'll make space for powerful conversations. So if that's something that you need to make happen, this will come in handy for you. And I want you to note that this is the first of 2 Aquarius full moons that are happening in a row. So that is going to give you more opportunity in the next month to let go and forgive. So for those of us that have a lot to let go of and a lot to forgive, we've got 2 opportunities to do so. Now, Mercury is the most active planet this week, so it's a great time to get in touch with Mercury energies. And the message from Mercury is to improve your communication within your limited abilities of speech, writing, and sign language. We need to express ourselves at this point in time. Okay, so first of all, what I want to do is point out the cards from the Moonology deck that are pertinent for this full moon. Obviously, we've got the full moon card, and that is surrender to the divine. Always with the full moon, it's about letting go. It's about surrendering. Just going with the flow, surrendering to the process and allowing whatever needs to move forward. Just go with it. The other one is the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Stand in your true, authentic self and your powers. Shine that light. Shine your light on the rest of the world. Be you. Okay, Virgo, it is your turn for your reading for this full moon in Aquarius, July 23rd to 24th. Now, this full moon is in your 6th house, and this 6th house is all about clarity of who you are, who you really are. It's how you see yourself. How you see yourself and how and who you really are. That's your good points and your flaws, okay? So this is a full moon where you are likely to decide to do something about your flaws. It's also all about the daily life that you lead. So it comes down to living your life in a healthy way. Are you exercising? Are you getting enough sleep? And if not, this full moon is your annual chance to start taking better care of yourself. That's body, mind, and spirit, okay? So it's health, 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 and more health. Exercising. I went back to doing my exercise routine. I actually am glad I did. I don't like exercising, but man, do I like how I feel after the fact. So we're going to start getting cards now from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, and hopefully figure out what this full moon is going to do for you. As you already know, full moons are definitely about letting go, right? It's about releasing, surrendering to the divine, and showing the world the real you. And it's in your house. It's all about you seeing the real you, you seeing just exactly who you are, and showing that to the rest of the world. Because, you know, Virgos, we tend to have a real thing about not being good enough. Perfectionists, right? We got to be absolutely perfect before we show ourselves to the world. And that's just not a good place to be. Okay, so look at this. Funny enough, your first card out is Surrender. It's card 26, breaks down to an 8. It's all about your abundance. It's a waning crescent 3, and we'll get into the timing of these cards once we get them all laid out. But this is about surrendering, which is exactly what this card says here for the full moon. Oh, wow. Then you have Realization, card number 3. Threes are all about growth and expansion. You are going to be growing in some way here. Oh my goodness. Self-reflection, card 17, waning gibbous 1. 17, again, it breaks down to an 8. This is all about your abundance. I have a feeling that you have things, many things about to manifest into your world, many good things. Beginnings, card number 2. It's all about duality. The push, the pull. It's also about relationships and partnerships, and it's the new moon. So there's timing for you right there. The next new moon is, I believe, don't quote me on this, August 7th or 8th. It might be the 8th. And I will see you at that new moon too, because we will be doing a new moon reading for you for that. Okay, let's get going with the timing on these cards here for you. Okay, so your first card is going to be self-reflection, because the waning gibbous 1 is July 25th. So that's the day after, 2 days after, depending on where you're living, okay? It's a day or two after the full moon. And that's when you're going to be doing some self-reflection. But I want to point something out with this card. Do you suppose this is going to have something to do with your twin or your soul, your eternal soulmate? Look at the mirroring here. That always makes me think twin flame when I get this card. Okay, so your next card is going to be Surrender, because this is a waning crescent 1, and that is August 3rd. So we're going to get more cards, obviously, but something that you are reflecting on in your life, something likely from the past, is going to take you to a place where you're going to realize that you just need to let go and release it to the universe. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, because after that, you have the new moon, which is actually August 8th. And it's a new beginning. Ooh. Could be a new partnership, a new relationship. It could be a partnership in business. We're going to get more cards and we'll get more information, but it could be a partnership in business. It could be a romantic relationship, okay? But it's a new beginning and it's a number 2. And last, you have the realization card. That is a waxing crescent 1, and that's August 9th. So this is all taking place over about the next 2-week period for you, Virgo. Self-reflection, surrendering to the universe, having that new beginning, and a realization. Something about this new beginning brings in the realization for you. And I have a feeling we're going to figure that out with these cards here. Gaia Oracle is what we're going into next. All the decks are listed below. Click on the title of this video. It'll drop down my description box. And the videos the decks are listed down there. And your extended link is going to be down there too for this video. Okay. First card out. Ooh, okay. I think this new beginning might be your soulmate. This sits on top of the reflection, self-reflection card and surrender. This is card number 29. Breaks down to an 11. That's a soul path number. Thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. Someone's thinking about you, Virgo, or you them. And this is, like I said, on self-reflection and surrender. This could be you thinking about your soulmate, your person, and deciding to let go and surrender it. Because, you know, if you're anything like me, you've been overthinking this for a long time. And it's just time to let go of it and let the universe, you know, surrender to divine. Let the universe take care of this and bring it in divine timing for you. But it could also be your person, right? Thinking about you. Maybe they're doing the self-reflecting. Next card out you have is Night Wind. Card number 23. It breaks down to a 5, which is all about change. Facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. Now this is on top of surrender and beginnings. Surrendering to the process and letting go of the fear. Releasing the subconscious issues so you can have that new beginning. This could be a new beginning for you, a new way of thinking and being, a new way of moving forward in your life, right? Surrendering and allowing, being in that receptive mode, and that brings the new beginnings for you. Okay, so now you have card 19, Eternal Dance. Breaks down to a 10, which is endings. Also new beginnings, because it breaks down to a 1 from there. Movement, Wheel of Life, Path of Least Resistance. I like that, Virgo. This is shifting you onto the path of least resistance. This is on the beginnings and realization. This is you having an awakening. You've had many. I know this is not your first awakening. We have many of them in our lives. You also have had many. This is another one. You're being awakened to something here. And it's putting you on your path. But a path of least resistance, not most resistance. That'll be good. This is exciting, Virgo. This feels very exciting. Okay, now we're going to get Heal Yourself cards. This could be you being shifted by the divine toward your eternal soulmate. There's a little bit of tweaking that needs to be done, a little bit of self-reflection, surrendering it to the universe, allowing the new beginning to move in when it's the right time, and the realization of something. Maybe that you're not on the right path. Maybe realization that that person is not the right path, not the right person for you. Card number 13, which by the way is a soulmate, a twin flame card, twin flame number. Rejection. This sits on top of the thinking of you card and the facing fear and subconscious release. You're afraid, or your person, someone here is afraid of rejection. That's what's being let go of, and I think it's you, Virgo. I think you're needing to let go of, you know, I'm getting a mental picture here, and the mental picture for me is you watching your person. Your person watches you, but you're not talking. You aren't together. You think about them. They think about you. You're both afraid of rejection, so nothing's happening. That's why you need to surrender. Let it go. Let the universe work on it. Let the universe bring it to you in the right timing. Because the minute you surrender, you've got a new beginning here. And a realization. That realization could be, because you get on your path of least resistance, right? And it's the wheel of life. That is destiny. That's you moving towards your destiny on a path of least resistance. It's movement. You don't have any movement over here, is what I'm feeling. You're watching them, they're watching you, nobody's speaking because you're both thinking that the other one's going to reject you. So nothing's happening. So let it go. You'll have a new beginning, and that's when you'll have that realization. Oh, Virgo, hole in the soul, card 36. It breaks down to a 9. It's all about tying up loose ends, letting it go, right? Getting ready for completions. But I feel like you have a hole in your soul because this hasn't come together yet. This is on top of the night wind and the eternal dance. So this is all about facing your fear. Subconscious release and healing. And that is going to bring movement where this new beginning is concerned. And it's going to bring in that realization because they're in line here. For some of you, a lot of you, that realization, look at this, Spirit is pointing out, that's a keyhole. You hold the key to their heart. You actually hold the key to their heart, Virgo. Look at what this is doing to you. You hold the key to their heart, but you're over here thinking about them, watching them, fearing that they don't feel what you feel and that you would be rejected if you reached out. Off track here. Okay, so now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card. I gotta go this way. It's noisier, but it's the only way. I don't know if you can hear that or not. This mic picks up things pretty good. I've got one of my dogs, well, both my dogs are out here, but one of them is over in the corner just gnawing away on a bone, and it's just, it can be nasty sounding. So if you hear something, that's my dog chewing on a bone. Girl talk. Time with friends. Yes, moving on. Happily single. Living in the moment and having fun. Surrender. Let it go. Release it. It will happen so much faster when we release it. Let it go. Let the universe deal with it and bring it around in divine timing. But that's not a lack mentality. It doesn't come across as a lack energy. So if you can't think about it that way, it always comes across as feeling like lack. Don't think about it at all. Try to take your thoughts elsewhere. Because I feel like this is coming in. If you can surrender this to the universe, you've got a new beginning here. And The message with this card is you have the key. You hold the key to their heart. And yet I'm in the same boat, Virgo. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm in the same boat. I feel like that's the case, but I'm over here thinking, they don't want me. Because they'd be here in my life if they wanted me. Right? I can't remember if I did this cut or not, so I have to do it again. I got to stop getting interrupted here. Oh boy. Synchronicity Oracle cards, okay? I've been getting this one every time I ask a question about my soulmate. In the last couple of days, 3 times now, I've got this card. Astral travel with your twin. So pay attention to your dreams, because if you're dreaming about your twin, you likely are actually with them in 5D. Astral traveling with your twin. Interesting. Now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. I need to point something out. Spirit keeps taking me back to this hole in the soul card. Let me get this card out first. Okay. This is both of you, is what Spirit is telling me. Your first card out here is self-reflection, and it's mirroring. It's 2 people looking at themselves in a mirror, and it's mirroring. So this is about twin flame situations. Spirit is saying that that's the first card out, because every card after it is for both of you. So like I said, you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you, you're watching them, they're watching you. You're both thinking the same thing. You're going to be rejected. You both have a hole in your soul. You're both missing the other one like crazy. You both hold the key to the other one's heart. You both have to surrender and release. Move away from the fear. Let that go. Take care of you. And look at this. Exercise is important energy work. Exercise moves the energy through your body. So if you've got stagnant energy in you and you're not moving forward, you feel stuck. Exercise. That flows and moves the energy through your body and out of your body so that new energy can come through. This is, I gotta say, I'm happy with your reading. I think this is beautiful. But I gotta say, it's also so sad that we're all thinking and feeling the same thing, and it's not the way it is. It makes me think we could be together if it wasn't for both of us, all of us. You know, both of you, both of us thinking and feeling the same things. What a waste of time. But in that too, we have to remember that there has been work that's been done, right? We've both sides have had to do some soul work, some shadow work, some growing, maturing. So help it along by exercising, because this is the full moon that's all about you taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. Let this go. Take care of you. It will come in, and it'll come in a lot faster if you're ignoring it. So now we've got Whispers of Love. Oh wow, this is beautiful. I don't think this card's come out before. Card number 7, which is a very divine number. It's all about divine guidance, divine intervention, divine timing. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Let go of the fear. Look at everything from a place of love rather than fear. Oh my goodness, I just looked at the timer on my camera. 22:22. Virgo, you've got something amazing making its way to you. Do yourself a huge favor and just ignore the situation. Surrender it. Let it go. Let go of the fear. Let go of the fearful thinking. See this from a place of love. And when you do, you'll realize that you hold the key to their heart, just like they do yours. And that's when this will all come to fruition for you and them. Because you got to know they're on the other side thinking and feeling everything that you are too. We're getting another card for you. We're going to get another extra card for Virgo. Virgo gets spoiled. Like the other signs are going to start maybe getting upset with me. Is this the deck, Spirit? Not the deck. Oh, that's why I felt that way. We haven't got one of these for us in a long time. We're going to get a Wisdom of the Oracle. Oh, Yang, card number 1. New beginnings. This is about to take off, Virgo. This is about taking action. Someone is about to take action in this situation. And if it's not you, it's your person. This goes with the beginnings card. But you already know you've got to surrender this before it's going to come to fruition, before it's really going to take place. You have got to surrender it and look at all from a place of love rather than fear, okay? The essential meanings of this card are the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, and taking action. The Oracle's message is, Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. You can do that. You can manifest. You can meditate to manifest. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. Okay, relationship messages. Circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand. In matters of the heart, there is movement toward your highest good, so go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now is the time to dance to the tune of love. Take the lead. Again, I don't feel like this is physical movement for you. I feel like this is metaphysical. This is spiritual. Unless you get guidance, if you can move through this and surrender and release the fear, do the work that you need to do, that's all on the left side, right? Because on the right side of the board, you have path of least resistance, destiny card. You're moving towards your destiny. You have the realization. You have the new beginning. This side, you have the surrendering, and you have the releasing the fear and the rejection. You may be guided to make the first move. Maybe that's the realization. Do the work that you're being required to do, and then be open to receiving the guidance, because it may come in. Wow. I want to go into the extended to find out if that's the case. If you are, because we're going to clarify this top row here. I want to know what this new beginning and realization is all about. If it is actual guidance for you to move forward and make the first move. I feel like it's no, but I'm going to ask. So let's find out what you need to do, be, think, and or feel. And if there's guidance coming through for you once you do the work. Let's ask your guides and spirit that in the extended. The link is down below. As you already know, click on the title of this and you'll see the link to my website. Those of you going over, I'll see you over there. Those of you that are not going over, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.